Hello everybody and welcome back to Mining Modern. I'm Corbin Hostler and this is Steel Leaf Stompy, Mono Green Stompy everybody. This is one of those decks that's existed in Modern for a very long time and somehow it's just always been on my radar but dodged getting recorded with. Now here we are, it's a perfect opportunity because Steel Leaf Champion was printed in Dominaria. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less, a 5/4 for 3 mana. This is crazy good in this deck. Here's what this deck does. Alright, so very simple. We're going to play a bunch of green cards with a bunch of green mana symbols that attack for a lot of damage. So, starts off at the bottom with Experiment 1. Great card. Evolves whenever a creature with higher power comes into play. You can regenerate it, so it's a little resilient to some removal. We've got the Dried Militants. Not only is it a 2/1 for 1, but it also gets rid of instant and sorceries forever, which is not irrelevant, by the way. And finally, we have, just so we have a 9th 1-drop, Kessig Prowler. This one's kind of sweet. Just a 2/1 for 1, but for 5 mana you can transform it into a 4/4 that cannot be blocked by more than one creature. So just, you know, nice little thing. But now we get to the 2-drop spot, and this is where things get crazy in this deck. Avatar of the Resolute. This card's insane. Avatar of the Resolute enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it for each other creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it, which means it's basically a 4/3 when he comes in after Experiment 1 or whatever. Strangleroot Geist, by the way, 2-drop has Undying. Also comes back, gets your Avatar of the Resolute larger. Avatar of the Resolute with Reach and Trample to boot. Very powerful card. A couple Galonian Tuskers here. This is basically the flex spot. I'm just going with these 3/3s for 2. But you can have Scavenging Ooze or more removal or etc. here, whatever you want, right? On to the 3-drop spot. Steel Leaf Champion. This is it. This card is going to be so good in this deck. I can't wait to play it. It kind of replaces the predecessor to it, Leatherback Bailoff, which is just a simple, you know, vanilla 4/5 for 5. Now, that's a lot of stats for 3 mana, but it doesn't have this basically can't be chump blocked ability that Steel Leaf Champion has. Now, Groundbreaker. Now, this is fun. This is great. Because the cards I didn't mention in 1-drop. So, Vines of Vastwood, Rancor. We know what those do in Modern. They pump up your creatures. They're resilient. They make your creatures live longer. But this is the broken one. Aspect of Hydra. Target creature gets +X/+X until end of turn. X is your devotion to green. This deck effortlessly. We're talking turn 3, turn 4. You have 4, 5, 6 devotion to green. And this card's insane. Now, combine that with Groundbreaker, 3 mana Ball Lightning, essentially. It's a color-shifted version of Ball Lightning. 6/1 Trample Haste at the beginning of end step, sacrifice it. Gets in for a lot of damage, and you can pump with Aspect of Hydra. And, of course, how to get the Dino flavor in here, Ghalta. You know what's pretty good when you go turn 1 Experiment 1, turn 2 Strangleroot Guys, turn 3 Seal of a Champion? It's a turn 4 Ghalta. That's right. That's what's pretty good right there. This is going to be exciting in the deck. I don't know if it's good or if it's just to win more, but you know what? We're here to have fun, and that's what we're going to do with Ghalta. Dismember, so we have a little bit of interaction. 19 forests, the dream over here, and 1 treetop village. Now, you could probably play some Hash Up Oases. I didn't, but you could. All right, on to the sideboard. More Dominaria hits, Damping Sphere. This is exactly the kind of deck that needs this card, right? We're very... we do our thing, right? And our thing is sometimes good, sometimes not. But you're playing against Storm or something, you're basically just kind of at their mercy until Damping Sphere comes out. It gives every color access to this effect. That means Tron, it means Storm, ad nauseum. Guess what? Now we can interact thanks to Damping Sphere. Pretty great. Feed the Claim for Burn, Relic for graveyard decks, Choke for any blue deck at all. It's great. Corrosion for the artifact decks, Thrag Tusk for, you know, whatever, your Jund grindy matchups, but also Burn. And then Gut Shots. I love this one. Turns out this card's very good against Affinity, against Mana Dork decks, it can kill a Vizier of Remedies. Gutshot actually does quite a bit in Modern when you're a deck that doesn't have better options for removal. I've run this in Merfolk before. So there you go, everybody. That's the sideboard. That's the deck. Mono Green Stompy. Steel Leaf Stompy. We're going to have some fun with this one. I'm Corbin Hostler. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mining Modern. I'm Corbin Hostler, and this is Steel Leaf Stompy. That's right, Mono Green Stompy gets a huge upgrade in Modern with Steel Leaf Champion, and you know I had to play this one. Somehow, this has been on my radar, but never actually been played on Mining Modern before, despite being, you know, basically a definition of a fringe deck that can show up to F&M and do well, and that's kind of its thing. And you know what? Now we get Steel Leaf Champion, and this card is just so nuts in the deck. All right, so we have an option here. We can go slow. You know what I think I'm going to do here is I think I'm going to play the Rancor on the Dried Militant. Hope we don't get Fatal Pushed here. Alright, we did not. Get on in there with the Dried Militant for 4. Follow up with the Experiment 1 here. Now we have a nice board already, and when we play Strangleroot Geist next turn, it will trigger our Experiment 1. Or we draw a land and we get to play Steel Leaf Champion. Meanwhile, our opponent, they have a Swamp. So, you know. Turn 2, we have 5 power in play. They have a swamp, the usual. Oh, and an island. Oh, a glimpse of the unthinkable. Oh, they're playing Mill. Okay, fair enough. Played Mill a few weeks ago on here. Oh, our Ghalta. No. No, my Ghalta. I just wanted to play 12-12. Come on. That said, this cannot be a good matchup for Mill. We go very fast. And they need to slow us down. So we'll see. And we don't search our library either, so their archive traps are just dead. There's an Aspect of Hydra. That's going to be pretty good. I wonder if I actually play this. I think I do. I think this sets us up for the kill next turn. This does too. All right, there you go. Opponent's down to 6. It's turn 3. We're doing it, everybody. So our opponent basically needs Darkness or Ensnaring Bridge or something. But you know what? We're actually in underneath an Ensnaring Bridge. And thanks to the Aspect of Hydra, even if we were only able to attack with, say, 1-2 power creature or whatever, we'd still get there. All right, let's see if our opponent has... All right, there's the one treetop village. All right, let's see what they have, if they have a way to not die here. I assume there's going to be a fog of some sort coming. Yeah, there's the Crypt Incursion. Let's see how much they actually gain here. They go up to 21. Well, that's quite a bit. Aspect of Hydra won't be killing them this turn, so we'll just let that go. All right, we'll play this, though. All right, so Crypt Incursion is actually a very important card in their deck. What it does is it exiles all creatures from target player's graveyard for 3 mana, and then you gain 3 life for each 1 exile, which, again, as you can see, gained them a bunch of life. Probably not going to be enough to save them, though. Oh, that's why these are getting exiled. Our Dried Militant, I guess, doing work over here. Alright, so let's see. Our opponent's going to mill us. They probably need a fog or something. Our Aspect of Hydra probably represents lethal. Surgical R Rancor, huh? Alright, fair enough. What that tells me, though, is that you now see that we have Aspect of Hydra in our hand, which means you know you're dead. And I think we can play game 2 now. Yep, exactly. Alright, Mill player. On to game 2. Let's do it. Alright, what do we have for them? Choke. We have Choke for them. That's what we have. We have Choke. That's pretty good, as it turns out. What don't we need here? You know, Dismember has a little bit of value because of the Hedron crabs. What doesn't, though? Let's see. Vines from the Vastwood. Our opponent's probably not killing our creatures. In fact, Dismember might just be better than one of these Vines. Now, Vines obviously works because it's a pump spell as well. But at the end of the day, it basically exists to protect your creature first. Which, by the way, is what it does for 1 mana, not pump. Alright, this hand is pretty solid, though. We got the Rancor, we got the Dried Militant. We are on the... uh-oh. Now that is scary. I won't lie. No one wants to see the turn 1 Hedron Crab. Alright, well, it is going to be a race. Let's see if our opponent can take us out here. There's the fetch land, so at least 6 cards down. This is a thing where the number of Crypt Incursions they have becomes very, very important. Ghalta again? Come on. It's just not nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and I guess we'll poke in for 2 with this Militant here. Alright, we're going to play the quote-unquote no-value Avatar of the Resolute here. Still a 3-2 with Trample for 2. Provides 2 Devotion. Why this thing has Reach makes no sense to me. I guess because it's really tall in the picture. Whatever it is. So I suppose that's it. Alright, our opponent is getting there with this mill, though. They've got a lot of cards already from us. And there's the Fray Insanity. Uh-oh. This card's pretty good. Alright, Strangleroot Geist, huh? I don't know if we're going to get there or not. Guess we attack for 2 here. See if our opponent has another fetch land on their turn. Alright, so we'll play the Leatherback Baloth. Next time we can put the Rancor in the Leatherback Baloth and play the Strangleroot Geist, which is a lot of damage, but if our opponent has a Crypt Incursion or something here, plus another fetch land, that is pretty terrible for us, and there's the fetch. So what that means is there's 6 cards getting milled from the Hedron Crab. Fray Insanity will make it 12. If they have... Oh, no, a bridge. No! We can't attack anymore. Alright, I think they're going to get there this time around. Maybe I want Creeping Corrosions for the bridges. Aspect of Hydra would get us there, actually. Aspect of Hydra off the top. Was not an Aspect of Hydra. Our opponent has 3 cards in hand, so we can't even play this Rancor. Our creature would no longer be able to attack. I guess we get in there for what we can get in there for. Dang, Aspect of Hydra. Or even Vines of Vast would actually, literally any pump spell would have got us there this game. I would assume that we're not going to be able to attack after this. Our opponent would need to have a bunch of lands in hand. Gosh, I can't believe it. We got him down to 1. Maybe I'll draw a Gut Shot. Should have boarded in Gut Shot just for this. Alright. There's a Field of Ruin. Well, you know what? Field of Ruin is pretty sweet in that deck. I played this like a few weeks ago. Yeah. There is nothing to target over here. We have no non-basic lands. You can't activate Field of Ruin. So there will be no additional landfall triggers for you. Wow, does that mean they don't have anything else to get rid of stuff in their hand? Do we get to attack with our 2-power creatures? No way, right? Oh my gosh, really? Surely they have something, right? I mean, they got Crypt Incursion up, so that would do it too. I mean, we're dead to basically everything here. Choke is nice. Choke might win us the game, actually. Alright, well, we get attacked with our 2 creatures. Oh, they don't have it! Oh, we did it! Oh my gosh. I cannot believe that worked. I want to believe that them not having a target with Field of Ruin was the difference there. It would have milled an additional 3, and then the bridge would have milled an additional 3, though. So that would have been 6. We still would have had a library left. For what it's worth, even if they had Crypt Incursion there and gained, I don't know, what, like 50 life or whatever, we could have played Choke. They would have only had 1 land on tap. Might have been enough to build up cards in their hand with Bridge where we actually could attack with everything. But somehow, regardless, we got there through a bridge. That happens when you're that fast. Mono Steel Leaf Stompy getting it done. I'm Corbin Hostler. This is Mighty Modern. If you like the videos, make sure to check out more. We have a lot of great videos on this channel. I've been doing some Brawl videos myself in addition to Modern. Corey Baumeister's been doing Standard every week. A lot of good stuff. If you like the videos, thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe. And, let's beat some more people down with Steel Leaf Stompy, though. This was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mighty Modern. I'm Corbin Hostler, and this is Steel Leaf Stompy. Unfortunately, 2 Steel Leaf Champions is not enough to keep this 1 landed, so we will mulligan. But here we go. We've got a 1-drop, and we've got an Aspect of Hydra. That's about as good as it gets with this deck. So Mono Green Stompy's been a lot of fun. Steel Leaf Champion is really kind of an incredible complement to the deck. And what it does for it. It allows it just this can't be blocked giant monster for 3 mana, which also provides a million devotion for Aspect of Hydra. So having a lot of fun. I've lost to this deck at Effortless for sure. It can get in there. It can get in there fast, which is what we're going to try to do. That said, this particular hand needs some help. But I got faith. Our opponent leads off with Savage Lands. Okay, well, they've got all the colors of mana they want. That's not exactly what we were looking for. Believe it or not, this deck is not supposed to attack for 1 on turn 2. That's not exactly the plan, but whatever. I guess we have Dismember up for whatever they do next. Savage Lands, Basic Forest. We bottomed a land with our Scry, and we drew 1, so there's only 20 lands in the deck, so we've actually already seen 5 of them. It's a quarter of them. Okay, so we can't actually Dismember the Sylvan Carry added there. And we can't Aspect of Hydra to kill it either. But you know what? We can play this 4-5. That's pretty good. Actually, I suppose I should attack first. Maybe our opponent will let it go if we bluff something. Unlikely, but it's kind of a no downside sort of thing here, unless we get blown up by mutagenic growth or whatever. Alright, bluff called. Fair enough. No bluff here, though. 4-5. I mean, same thing. We get the Evolve trigger after, but it doesn't change the block, so our best bet there was just going for the bluff. And our opponent, though, with access to 4 mana this turn. Let's see what they do. Hopefully it's something we can dismember and then get on in there for quite a bit of damage, but we'll see. Having 4 mana is good, though. It means something like Groundbreaker is something that would be live with Aspect of Hydra for us, so that's pretty strong. Our opponent's just ramping over there. They suspend a Search for Tomorrow, they cast a Farseek, so they're trying to do something fast over there, which kind of makes me want to burn the Aspect of Hydra to kill the Caryatid. Alright, we'll go ahead and play out the Shroud Militant. This will not, unfortunately, evolve our Experiment 1. I think I let this block go here. Our opponent next turn is going to have the Search for Tomorrow. I have no idea what they're doing, so I don't know where this is all going. Suppose we'll find out. Might be finding out right now, too. Our Dragon Lord Kolagon, huh? Okay. Looks kind of nice with the new border. Flying haste, other creatures have haste, blah, blah, blah. I think I'll just be dismembering that. That's why you play Dismember in the deck. You know, the deck doesn't have a ton of interaction, but even a little bit of interaction can go a long way, as you can see right here, by us being able to Dismember this thing and get in for quite a bit of damage. Alright, so we're attacking for 1, 2, 6, 8, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can actually swing for 14 this turn. That's not enough. But I'll hold this Aspect of Hydra for our next attack. Yeah, so this is 6, 8. We can add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Not enough. Put our opponent down to 7. Keep the Aspect of Hydra in hand. That means whatever gets through on this next turn should be good enough to get there. Any one creature. Unless our opponent just wipes our board. Which I suppose would be quite bad for us. Don't think I'm too concerned about it if they live with Dragon Lord Kolagon. Don't see that one in the modern queues too much. Alright, here we go. Thunderbreak Region. They're just playing Dragon Stompy over there. I like it. Paying life, huh? What does that mean? They're going to dismember something of their own? Molten Steel Dragon. Okay. Sure thing. Our opponent is, however, just dead on board. Sweet, though. That's cool. Alright, Dragon Stompy. I see you. I think all my cards are good, so I'm just going to keep my deck as is. Dragons are good, but haven't you heard? Dinosaurs are the new dragons, and I have Ghalta in my deck. So I don't really know. I don't know. You can't match up to this thing. It has 12 power and 12 toughness. And trample. And it basically costs 2 mana in our deck. For what it's worth, last game we had 6 devotion, so this thing would have cost 6. Oh, this is based off power, not devotion. Well, we had plenty of power. We had the 4, 8. Yeah, we had 10 power in play. Would have cost 2 mana. Ghalta's sweet. Unfortunately, we're not playing it alongside Regisaur Alpha, so you can't just combo off and give it haste as well, but it's still pretty sweet. Let's see. We're on the draw, so I'm going to keep this, but let it be known this hand is a bit risky, obviously. There's 9 1-drop creatures in the deck, and you definitely want hands that have one of them. And as far as 2-drop go... Oh, there we go, did it. Very good at the game. I say, as far as 2-drop go, Avatar of the Resolute, it's actually kind of the worst to have without a 1-drop. Because it'll just be a 3-2 with Trample and Reach. Why this card has Reach, I don't know. I don't even know what it is. It looks like a big statue or something in the middle of some grass? I guess those are banners, and it's a person, maybe? Because they're holding a sword. I don't know. I have no idea what it is. Okay. That's what we come down to here. Alright, I'm just going to play it. Our opponent showed a willingness to call our bluff last turn, or last game, so I'm not going to waste time here. Avatar of the Resolute, though. The beatdown begins, and we do get to have the Steel Leaf Champion next turn for... it's not Steel Leaf Stompy without Steel Leaf Champion, so there we go. And you know what? It cannot be blocked by that Sylvan Caryatid. Alright, our opponent gets to Search for Tomorrow here. So they have in fact found Tomorrow. Swamps came from the future here. They really are playing Dragon Stompy. Alright. Sweet. I want one of these for Merfolk. Come on. Come on, Wizards. Give me Haven of the Merfolk. That's all I want. Ooh. More Kolagons. So this time the Storm's Fury. That's pretty good, actually. All right, so that kind of messes up our attack, to be honest. You know what I think I actually like doing here is going a little slower. Maybe this is wrong. I want to Rancor this thing. I want to engineer a trade or, better yet, just a killing of this thing. Because I feel like we can play the game where so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in place, so this is enough. We can play the game where we just kind of go around our opponent. I don't want them to do any crazy things with dragons. So we're just going to go ahead and Aspect of Hydra, our creature here. And see if this works out. Because not only do we trade our 1 mana here for their 5 mana, but we also get in with the Avatar of the Resolute as well. Now next turn, we get to play Steel Leaf Champion. And we've still developed our board in a meaningful way. You know, imagine if last turn we just play Steel Leaf Champion and then our opponent terminates it, then we just have no board, right? That would have been pretty bad. The way it stands now, if we draw a land, we can play Steel Leaf Champion plus Rancor. Yep, just like that. Go ahead and Rancor this thing up. I'm not going to attack with this one because our next land allows us to transform into a 4/4. Which is why it's actually a pretty nice piece of tech for the deck. It's, you know, I've seen it in a couple of the lists. It's just really nice because, you know, 5 mana is a thing that happens, right? At the very least, it's a 2/1 for 1, which it's basically just as relevant as Dryad Militant a lot of the time. I mean, yes, it's nice to exile sorceries and instants, but sometimes that just doesn't matter. In which case, there's no different except this has this upside at the end. So, you know, having a mix of them, even if you lean towards the Dryad Militants, is fine. Our opponent is just fire breathing with this Skyship Stalker, so I think we're going to be okay here. You know, fire breathing quite a bit, but you don't typically race mono green Stompy. At least not with, woohoo, alright. Alright, well, let's get on in there. This is just lethal anyways, right? Yeah, we're just attacking for lethal. Let's see if our opponent has removal. They do not! We did it! Alright. Battle of the Stompies, mono green Steel Leafs come out on top of Dragons there. But that was a good match. It was that's fun. I mean, their deck was unusual, but you know what? So's ours. It's hard to complain about what you run into when that's the case. Either way, it's a good fun match. We got to go off a little bit there. Steel Leaf Champion, very, very powerful. And as you saw, Aspect of Hydra, possibly one of the best one mana combat tricks in Modern, at least in a case like that. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mining Modern. I'm Corbin Hostler, and this is Steel Leaf Stompy. Love this deck. I've loved this deck a long time in Modern, actually. But now we get Steel Leaf Champion for it, and that is a big upgrade to this deck. 3-drop that is just absurd from Dominaria. New cards making this deck great again in Modern. That said, yeah, our opponent's doing a thing too here. They had the Glade Cover Scout and they went first, so none of that's ideal for us. Basically, though, we'll see what happens. If they either kill us really fast or they have Daybreak Cornet, we can't win. But if they don't do those things, we can outrace them in some situations. Alright, I think I just want to go with the Tusker here. Avatar is Trample, I guess. I'm going to attack with this. I assume they're actually just going to trade it with the Slippery Boggle. Yeah, you don't see that very often. By the way, Boggle, Bogles, Boogles, I don't care. I'm calling it Boggles. That's what people do. Come at me in the YouTube comments. I dare ya. I promise you, everyone has words of magic they pronounce wrong. In this case, the community has agreed to pronounce this one wrong. So who am I to tell them they're wrong? We're dead. You can't beat Boggles when they do this. Onto the sideboard, I think, friends. Yeah, we can make a creature quite big, but we basically can never beat that. It's actually the lifelink that's the biggest thing. But hey, that's Modern. On to the sideboard. What do we have here? Oh, very little. Very, very little. In fact, bordering on nothing. I guess we just try to outrace them here. You know, Damping Sphere, sweet card, doesn't do much good here. Corrosion, nope. Choke, nope. Gut Shot, can't target those creatures. Relic and Thragtusk not doing much for us either. So, I guess at least we still have the Dismembers for the, if they have a Spirit Dancer or whatever. They didn't see much of our deck. They saw a Kessig Prowler, so... Alright. I mean, it's if they should be able to figure out what we're playing. And this hand would be so sweet with a second land. Don't think we can keep it, though. Alright, this one is basically the same hand, only with the second land. Alright, I'm in. Our opponent mulliganed as well, so small victories. Aspect of Hydra is exactly what we wanted. That is the card that allows us to really go over the top once we've spanned out our hand here and have, 4 or 5 symbols. It becomes a double giant growth or what have you for 1 mana. Pretty sick. Conveniently, our opponent will be dealing themselves damage in this game. Alright. Maybe they'll block. Ah, crud. They saw the line. Alright, fair enough. We'll just play this Avatar the Resolute. Okay, well, let's see how bad it is for us here. Basically, if we can just dodge the Daybreak Coronets, we're fine. That's the scariest thing by far. 5/3 first strike trample hexproof. They actually shouldn't attack here. They're going to, but I don't think they're supposed to. Alright, there's a Steel Leaf Champion we can't play. Don't have the mana for that, but at least we get in for 5. Now, I say they're not supposed to attack. If they have the Daybreak Coronet, it actually just doesn't matter, so we'll see. And there's the white mana, and there's the Daybreak Coronet. Okay, well, sometimes you just get outplayed by Bogles, and they have the Daybreak Coronet against your creature deck. I guess that's magic. I don't like Bogles. I won't rage about it like I rage against Tron or whatever, but it does serve a purpose in the modern metagame. My opponent casts Daybreak Coronet and immediately goes in chat skill deck. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah, no, the deck is it serves a purpose in modern. I know a lot of people don't like it. Honestly, I don't like it. Right? No one really likes losing to Bogles. You don't really get to do much. That said, it's one of those sort of safety valves in the format that does some work that underneath the surface, right? When certain decks become good, say Hollow One, for instance. Like, Hollow One is a lot of people would say the best deck in Modern, right? Or Humans, right? Right now, those are kind of the 2 best decks. And Hollow One just feels so stupid half the time, right? If you play it, it doesn't work. But when they play it, they always have 3 Hollow Ones or whatever on turn 1, right? And the deck is so good because it's not just the explosive starts. Even its medium starts are still very good. And it has cards like Collective Brutality and all this stuff that can actually just grind with a bunch of different opponents. And you know what? We may not like Bogles, but Bogles can really do well against that deck. They can interact with their creatures and do the same thing. Put a Daybreak Coronet on it. Doesn't matter how many Hollow Ones you have. You're not going to beat their 8/8 first strike trampling vigilance lifelinking thing. And, for those reasons, Bogles kind of has a place in Modern, even if we don't like it. If Bogles was ever the best deck in Modern for more than a week, right, that would be a problem. Similar to, say, Affinity or Lantern. But they're not, and that's sort of the beauty of Modern, that people can adapt to these things, and when a certain deck or type of deck becomes too dominant, there are natural flows to it that rise up, that change the balance, switch it up, people have to change their sideboards around, and it's just this cycle, which is why the format stays so fresh and why we're able to do Mighty Modern every week and never run out of decks, right? There's just always something new popping up, and that's really the beauty of Modern. And as much as I hate Bogles and, gosh, dare I say, Tron, they do serve a purpose for the format. Anyways, this is Mighty Modern. I'm Corbin Hostler. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mighty Modern. I'm Corbin Hostler, and this is Steel Leaf Stompy. Our deck is pretty sweet. Now, we're keeping a little bit of a risky one here with this one-lander, obviously, but hey, look, our deck has our hand has 4 1-drops in it. Not sure what our opponent's up to. They led with Bobble. I guess it's probably Traverse Shadow. That's basically the only, that's clearly what it is. The only non-Lantern deck to run Bobble is a Death Shadow deck. So, all right. So, all that said, if we can draw a land, I think we actually probably have a reasonable matchup here. That said, if we do not hit a land next turn, things get a little more rough for us. Okay. Better to be lucky than good, they say. All right, so let's go ahead and play this. Now, the beauty of this is we get to evolve our Experiment 1, we get to attack here, and we actually get to have the Vines of Vastwood if our opponent tries to remove it. Which or not, they're just taking it. Oh, they also suspended a Lotus Bloom? What? It's possible everything I told you was wrong. Maybe they just are playing all the 0... What? Land? Okay, well, at least I'm good at the game. That helps. Okay. Can we win, though? If I play the String Root Geist, we attack for 6, and then our devotion is 1, 2, 3, 4, which so we can do 10 this turn. That's not enough. I think I'll go with the Avatar of the Resolute here. This evolves our Experiment 1. We get in for 5. I mean, we have them next turn, and honestly, we have them with protection thanks to Vines of Vastwood here. That said, I have no idea what our opponent's doing with Lotus Bloom over there. It's got to be some sort of combo deck. And they're just running the Bogles and the Street Wraiths to make their effective deck size smaller? I mean, okay. I don't really know what they're doing. I do know that we were going to kill them next turn before that Lotus Bloom came off suspend. So that, at the minimum, is important. Just so we know. We were going to have double Aspect of Hydra plus Vines of Vastwood. Our hand was sweet. That's why we kept that one lander, by the way. I don't know what our opponent's doing at all, but I think I want Damping Sphere for it. Let's try this, I guess. I mean, I'm definitely in the dark still. I've never seen a red-green deck play a Lotus Bloom. It has to be some sort of combo deck that, like Dragonstorm or something weird like that. That has to be what it is. I guess, I mean, maybe we'll find out. Maybe I want my opponent to do cool things. I don't want to be the only person doing cool things. Regardless, I, again, very skillfully drew land off the top. I mean, it's painful to be this good, to be honest, right? Like, not everyone gets to be as good as I am at drawing lands at the right times. So, hey, you know. Other people can't have bad luck unless I have all the good luck, though. That's just, I mean, that's just the way it works. Like Thanos, I'm all about balance. Yeah, it was a pop culture reference to it, and they were money modded. Another land off the top here. Okay, so I think we just go with the... We kind of want to maximize our evolve triggers here, but we should be able to do that regardless. I think we just play the Tusker. It's an additional 3 power. And we still have things to trigger evolve next turn. Now, I don't know what's going on here. This delayed. This seems sweet, though. Our opponent needs to make a lot of mana at some point. This is, like, the most broken... This is actually the most broken mana ritual in Modern. It's, all the other ones that jumped you up 2 mana don't exist anymore. Okay, our opponent has a lot of mana. Oh, gosh, it's a Battle Ball. Okay. Our opponent has a Battle Ball. That was kind of sweet. Anyways, this puts you up 2 mana, which, you know, Pyretic or Desperate and Pyretic Ritual don't do. But I guess Geosurge also does. I don't know. Our opponent's like sweet, though. All right, that said, I'm just going to play Experiment 1 here. Now I'm going to play the Strangleroot Geist. Unfortunately, though, I just have to pass because Battle Ball's pretty big. Geosurge, I like it. I like it. They just wanted to prove me wrong. I said this was the most mana you could make, and they had to prove me wrong with Geosurge. I guess Battle Hymn could also make a bunch of extra mana. That adds mana to your pool for each creature you control. How much does Ghalta cost? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ghalta costs 3 right now? Okay, so what if I play Kessig Prowler and then I play Ghalta? Look, I'm sure there are better things to do, but I'm not going to do them. I'm going to play Ghalta. Kessig Prowler, please. Ghalta, please. Hit the battlefield, big dino. The Elder Dinosaur. Oh, yeah. We'll get some Evolve triggers off of that. That's right. It's a 12-12 with Trample. Now imagine if I draw Aspect of Hydra and I just get to attack my opponent for 1 billion with Trample. They're ramping over there. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if Battle Ball was the payoff here or not. It's a Battle Sphere, but it's a Battle Ball. Am I right? Like, it's just a thing of mirrors rolling in a big circle, picking up other mirrors in a circle. I think I saw a horror movie about this once when I was a kid. I don't know. Either way, it is a pretty sweet card. The problem for our opponent is we've gone pretty wide, and now we've gone pretty big with this Ghalta. Oh, man. I like also about this mono green deck, we're representing all the different eras of recent Magic here, right? We've got first trip to Innistrad here with the spirits, the undying spirits, okay? We've got the second trip to Innistrad here with the Kessig Prowler / surprise Eldrazi werewolves, okay? We've got Ravnica represented here with Gatecrash. Ooh, Traverse, okay. Well, I was right when I said Traverse earlier. We've got, I don't know, I guess this is Dominaria, right? We got a core set, more Dominaria here. And you know what? We've got Ixalan up in the mix with Ghalta. Also, whatever this is, I guess Tarkir as well. That's what's cool about Modern in general, though, is that this deck of ours, like, it's not a great deck by any means. You know, it's kind of is, what is it? It's just a silly deck. But it just takes all these cards that were not really playable on their own in any format. I mean, Ghalta is playable, right? That's the thing. Red Green Dinos, Mono Green Stompy, and Standard's kind of a thing even. Experiment 1 was in some Zoo decks, right? These cards have all seen very fringe play in Standard, but they just combine into Modern for something that is completely more than the sum of its parts, right? The whole is way more than the sum of its parts. All that said, what's the best way to kill our opponent now? Attack with the team? I think we attack with the team. Because even if they were to say block the biggest, right? If they block one of our 3/3s, I guess they could chump block everything else and not die. I think we just get in there with everything, though. So after that, we had to play Steel Leaf Champion, which is a pretty good follow-up. Also, our opponent traversed for a land when they could get anything, which tells me they have something else in their hand to cast. So let's get all the damage in we can get. We will lose the Kessig Prowler in this exchange, but that's okay. Steel Leaf Champion's a pretty good follow-up, and Ghalta's surviving no matter what happens here, and trampling over for some damage. So whatever they do needs to handle Ghalta, and they certainly could do it, right? They could play with Geosurge. They can clearly ramp into artifacts. Could be Platinum Angel or something that basically we can't beat. So, oh, they're actually going to block the Ghalta? Okay. I don't know what all that means, but let's play Steel Leaf Champion here. At least they can't be chump blocked. Alright, they searched up land last turn. What are they going to pay it off with this turn? Yeah, there it goes. 4, 5, 6 mana, 7. Gosh, it was Platinum Angel. No. No. Well, you know what? We have Reach. We have a 5/4 with Reach. We actually can't beat this, though. I think we lose. I think we literally can't beat this card. Let's look. Let's just take a gander at our deck here. I don't think we can win. All right, we have a couple dismembers. We can win. Just kidding. Or did we board them out? I think I boarded them out, but I don't remember. So I guess we're gonna find out. Our opponent can't kill us. We can't kill them unless we draw dismembers, which may or may not still be in the deck. Siege Gang Commander. Well, that won't... I guess they could actually... The Damping Sphere has arrived. For what it's worth, they are playing Rituals, so this would have been good. I'm still attacking with Ghalta. Ghalta knows only one thing. Siege Gang Commander will be able to take down our Avatar, though, and then they can slowly kill us with Platinum Angel. Geosurge Platinum Angel is pretty sweet. Ghalta attack. Ghalta go. Well, at least this will end before too long. Either we're going to find a dismember that we may or may not have in our deck, or our opponent's going to kill us with Platinum Angel. But in the meantime, you know what? I think we should attack with Ghalta. Ghalta, rawr! You don't play dinosaurs and not attack with them. Look, if this was about winning, we wouldn't be playing Ghalta, okay? It's a sweet token, by the way. Looks like a... This character has a lot of gear from the latest WoW expansion. That's what's on this thing's shoulders. Anyways, Ghalta rawr. Minus 54. We're doing it. We're not going to win this game. Just so we're clear. You can skip to game 3 if you want. But I just want you to know, if you do, you will be missing the Ghalta beats. And Would you really want to do that? Come on. Down to 8. Dismember. Rank. Ooh. Now we can make a 14-12. Oh, big game. High score. 68. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. All right. What do you got? What is it? Is it Dismember? Oh. I guess they can kill us. No! Let me draw my Dismember! Which I can't even cast. I think we ported them out. Yeah, I totally ported them out. We couldn't even win. All right, they're coming back in. They're coming back in. They're coming back in. All right. We've done it. We're good now. We're good now. Oh, that's pretty funny. Okay. I don't know what to board out. Everything we have is kind of sweet. Board out a couple Damping Spheres. They are pretty good, actually, though. Well, they're fine. Depends on the rituals our opponent has. I don't want to cut necessarily. The vines are an easy cut on the one hand. On the other hand, they are also. What? I can't cut Ghalta. Can't cut Ghalta just on principle. All right, we'll go 2 Damping Spheres here. The vines are a pump spell, so you don't want to necessarily like they do serve a purpose regardless. All right, we'll keep this. This hand's not great, and it doesn't have an answer to a quick Platinum Angel, but it does have a decent amount of damage if we can draw. Basically the dream would be to draw a 2-power 1-drop next turn. Oh my gosh, I'm good at this game. Oh man, I'm so good. You know what? When you have faith in Ghalta, your deck will reward you. That's all it comes down to, everyone. That's what I'm saying. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is the dream. All right, so we get in for 2 here on turn 2, but next turn, we get to get in for 8 damage on turn 3. Attacking for 8 on turn 3 in our mono green deck. And then we're going to play an Avatar of the Resolute, which will be a 5/4 for 2 mana. So, yeah, that's pretty strong. Our opponent has a turn 0 Lotus Bloom this time around. We have 4 answers to the Platinum Angel, though. Oh. Well, then. Oh, man. All right. Oh, Groundbreaker. So our opponent next turn gets to unsuspend their Lotus Bloom, but no! An Anger of the Gods. Wow. That's a really nice board wipe on turn 3. It's pretty unlucky that our opponent's going to die anyways. Mono green, play out your entire... I guess it's turn 4. Play out your entire hand by turn 4 and get there. Who needs Ball Lightnings when you have Groundbreakers, everybody? That's right. Groundbreakers, Avatar the Resolute. That was awesome. Steel Leaf, Stompy, everybody. I'm Corbin Hostler. Thank you for watching.